The Au Pair of the Year Award 2018 goes to Martin Todt from Hungary. And I have to say a few things because we were very impressed about Martin. He spent 1 year in Washington DC with a single mother, and already she suggested him to be Au Pair of the Year. And then he moved on to Houston, Texas, and he just after a few weeks of being in Houston, the family, the whole area was hit by Harvey, not Weinstein, but the...
So much about my job.
Sorry? Okay, I'm not good with jokes tonight, but... That was spontaneous. And he was a wonderful, well, like a rock for his family, I think. And the host family was so impressed with how he managed this really sometimes dangerous situation. The house was completely flooded. I think it's still not really back to normal. And he was wonderful with the children. He cheered them up. He helped with the neighbors. He just simply did what had to be done. And I think I don't want to talk too much about it because he can tell us a bit more about his experience. And please welcome Martin Todt.
Hi there. This is real loud. So no more joke about the weather, I guess. No more joke about Harvey. So I'm just gonna talk about myself a little bit. First of all, I'd like to thank you for the International Opera Association for even considering me for this whole thing, because it's just the candidates are amazing people. I read about the past, and they're just all amazing people. And also to my two agency, International Opera and Small Earth, to helping me through. It's been 2 years, and there are a lot of questions. I get so loud. I don't. What? Okay, works like gas sometimes.
Sound like you're at home.
Right. Yeah. I just been taking from you. No, really. Yeah. They've been amazing, and there are a lot of questions, and they've been always, very helpful. So thank you guys. Really. I'm sure I could tell you thousands of stories about, being hard to be an au pair, a male au pair, and, hard time with, getting accepted as a male au pair. Every host family kind of, first of all, questioning, why are you doing this? And are you gonna able to do the laundry and all those things because you're a guy? You must be really, not clean and all that. Not gonna do that, or talk about, as it's been mentioned that first year I got into a family and it was a, very hard divorce that the host mom went through, and it was a hard time and all those things. But I think when you're an au pair, you have these, everybody has their own stories, everybody has their own hard times, because I think that's what you sign up for a little bit. There's no perfect family, and then there's no perfect au pair. I don't believe that. This is a hard job and this is a hard situation that you're getting into, but I believe these 2 years that I have made me who I am now and changed a lot on how I see the world. And instead of those stories, I just like to share a short one about Hurricane Harvey and how it really changed things for us, and it really was a big change. I'm coming from Hungary. Once again, Hungary, there's a small place, and you have wind, or one tree falls down, and oh my god, there's a tree there, oh my god, that storm did something to it, and you get nervous. And now we're talking about Texas, Houston, with the flood and hurricane and tornado, and I don't even know, things that I've never expected to see. You hear about it and see it in the news, but that's not the same, right? So I remember a night when we were sitting in the bathtub, all of us, the whole family, and just sitting in silence there and kind of just waiting for the wind to pass. I could, it was that silence. There was nothing else, just the wind, just sweeping through the streets, and they were like nervous, like, this is it, this is really here, this is happening. But once again, right after that, there was a lot of things that I think it looks like, I know the letter and everything, it looks like that I did I did a lot heavy, lifting here, but I think really my host parents, the way that they behaved right after that, that was a big deal for me, because I was uncertain about how things going and how they're gonna be, and I looked at them and I just saw that how much our house got flooded and how much they didn't, collapse and like just start crying, which probably my family would have done, or like, oh okay, well that's it, we're moving somewhere else. They were like, well, let's do this, like let's gear up and solve this. And I really like that, and I thought that I do have to step up here to show a great example, not just the kids, but to the parents, that we are in it. We're all in it. It's not just you guys. And at that point, I don't think that that's an au pair job. That's a job for humans. Like, this is it. This is happening. You can't just say, well, bye guys. I mean, this is not for me. I didn't sign up for that. This is just what's part of it. And we did a couple crazy things. We tried to, and that wasn't just me. We all tried to make this, because we had 3 kids there that were our host kids, and then we had later 5 and all that. But we had 3 kids that their home was being destroyed and collapsing right in front of them. And it's different when you're an adult. It's very different for me, because it's not my home, I guess, in the end of the day. I'll leave at some point, but so I can only imagine how hard it would have been for you, Missy, and for Ron to see their house, all that happening. So that I can't even go there. And I think we stayed united, and we made sure that the kids are, even the cleaning process of this whole thing, it's fun for them. As much as it can be fun, it's not a fun thing. It's hard. There's no fun in, taking out the drywall and shoving it away and all that. But we try to make it as much as possible fun for them. And I think the 3 of us did a great job in that. And it really showed me, how much it matters. And I really love the US, but like seeing people coming to our house and helping us, just regardless of anything, and just being super polite and helpful in the middle of this, really, really hard time. It was in a weird way, but an amazing experience that I would never, change it for anything else, because it was something else. And I guess the moral of the story is that when you sign up for being an au pair, you can never set a limit to yourself what will happen. This is a very strange one, I get that. This is pretty strange, but there's so many things can happen, and you just have to stay your ground and do the job and work together. And finally, I would like to thank to my host friends and Missy, my host, who's here tonight with me, for that help, and to show me that how great of a people you can be, even if you seemingly lose everything right in front of you. And they didn't care. They helped people when they were losing their everything. They were sharing the house, what left of it, this first floor and the little apartment for like another family and kids and an elderly couple, and just they would have never said no to anybody. If they would have had more people, they would have like, well, we'll figure it out. So I just want to thank you for showing me that you can do it this way as well, and I really appreciate that. And probably she's the reason why I'm here tonight. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Martin. I think we all have a bit tears in our eyes. guys. And you heard that his host mother, Missy Bernowski, is here, which is a great honor to have you here. And if you can still talk and not cry, maybe you want to say just a couple of sentences about your wonderful au pair. And then, of course, I would also like to call up agencies who placed Martin, which is Au Pair International and Small Earth as sending agency. But first, I would like to give the microphone to Missy Bernowski.
A lot of people. Okay, so we've had a lot of au pairs. We've been hosting au pairs for a very long time. And Martin is the first au pair that I have ever nominated for this honor. We've had successful au pairs, and you never know, right? Because you're meeting these people online, you don't know what's going to happen. And he came in and was just like immediately sunk into our family. We took him on a fishing trip shortly after, and he was like all over it, touching the fish, helping the kids. So like I knew that we had a winner. But when we left our vacation for the summer and we went home, within a week, Harvey did hit us. And I never would have known that you were nervous because he was just really calm and kind of like our rock. So I can never thank you enough for everything that you've done for us and for my family and my kids. And he's right, we had a lot of people that were staying at my house, because even though the bottom of my house flooded, I had a second floor and I do have a garage apartment. So we did have a full other family with 3 children staying with us and 2 elderly people that had come in kayaks to come and stay with us. And then I also had 2 extra children that also came by boat and stayed with us. One of them is leaving this weekend. So I've actually had an extra child in my house this entire time. And he's been amazing, you know, like never complained, never was like, oh my gosh, why me? He just kind of just did what was necessary and kind of, you know, moved on. So in I guess the way of Dr. Seuss, I have something that I've quickly written for you. Congratulations, Martin. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you do, and you are the guy who will decide where to go. The Bernowski clan thanks you from the bottom of our hearts. We wouldn't have made it if you hadn't been part and joined and stuck, even with flooding at the start. Thank you so very much.
That is always touching, isn't it? Please all come up here. Our chair, Delphine, will now hand over the statuette, or how you call it, and we'll take a few pictures. And after that, we have a little surprise for Martin.
Very steady, isn't it? Oh, it's solid, yeah. It's going worldwide. Yeah. Got a lot of comments in.
It'll look great in your apartment room.
Can we have the little surprise for Martin? Because the teenage children.
Congratulations, Martin. We're glad you stuck with us. You know, it's not always easy because Anna is crazy, she is goofy, and Elon is lovable. Thanks for being congrats.
Yeah.